In this video, we will discuss Scrum terminology and how they fit into the SAFe framework. Daily Scrum. This is a Scrum event that is a 15-minute time-boxed event held each day for the developers. The Daily Scrum is held every day of the sprint. During this event, the developers plan work for the next 24 hours. This optimizes team collaboration and performance by inspecting the work they did since the last Daily Scrum and forecasting upcoming work. In SAFe, this is called the Daily Stand-Up. This is a 15-minute time-boxed event held each day for the developers. This is held every day of the iteration. During this, they plan work for the next 24 hours, just like Daily Scrum. It optimizes team collaboration and performance while they inspect the work since the last Daily Stand-Up. Sprint Planning. This is a Scrum event that is time-boxed to 8 hours or less to start a sprint. It serves for the Scrum team to inspect the work from the product backlog that's most valuable to be done next and design that work into the sprint backlog. The team summarizes this work as a set of committed iteration goals. Sprint Review. This is a Scrum event that's time-boxed of 4 hours or less to conclude the development work of a sprint. It serves for the Scrum team and the stakeholders to inspect the increment of product resulting from the sprint, assess the impact of the work performed on overall progress toward the product goal, and update the product backlog in order to maximize the value of the next period. In SAFe, this is called the Iteration Review. This is a cadence-based event where each team inspects the increment at the end of every iteration to assess progress and then adjust its backlog for the next iteration. Sprint Retrospective. This is a Scrum event that is set to a time box of 3 hours or less to end a sprint. It serves for the Scrum team to inspect the past sprint and plan for improvements to be enacted during the next one. In SAFe, we call this the Iteration Retrospective. This is a regular event where Agile team members discuss the results of the iteration, review their practices, and identify ways to improve. Sprint Goal. This is a short expression of the purpose of a sprint, often a business problem that is addressed. Functionality might be adjusted during the sprint in order to achieve the sprint goal. In SAFe, we call this the Iteration Goal. These are a high-level summary of the business and technical goals that the Agile team agrees to accomplish in an iteration. They are vital to coordinating an Agile release train, an organizing, self-managing team of teams. SAFe also has a program increment. This is a time box during which an Agile release train delivers incremental value in the form of working, tested software and systems. These are typically 8 to 12 weeks long. The most common pattern for a PI is 4 development iterations, followed by 1 innovation and planning iteration. The Scrum Team. This is a self-managing team consisting of 1 Scrum Master, 1 Product Owner, and developers. In SAFe, we call this the Agile Team. An Agile team is a cross-functional group of 5 to 11 individuals who define, build, test, and deliver an increment of value in a short time box. In addition, the SAFe framework also has the ART, or Agile Release Train. This is a long-lived and cross-functional team of Agile teams, which, along with other stakeholders, develops and delivers solutions incrementally, using a series of fixed-length iterations within a program increment time box. The ART aligns teams to a common business and technology mission, and is the primary construct of value delivery in SAFe. Each ART is a long-lived, self-organizing team of Agile teams, a virtual organization, 50 to 125 people, that plans, commits, and executes together. ARTs are organized around the enterprise's significant value streams and exist solely to realize the promise of that value by building solutions that deliver benefit to the end user. Scrum Board. This is a physical board to visualize information for and by the Scrum team, often used to manage the sprint backlog. Scrum boards are an optional implementation within Scrum to make information visible. In SAFe, we call this a program board. The program board is a visual summary of features or goals deadlines, and any cross-team dependencies that should be delivered by an Agile release train. The program board is built into the program increment planning session in which all arts team plan, estimate, and prioritize features. Burn down chart. A chart which shows the amount of work which is thought to remain in a backlog. Time is shown on the horizontal axis and work remaining on the vertical axis. As time progresses and items are drawn from the backlog and completed, a plot line showing work remaining may be expected to fall. The amount of work may be assessed in any of several ways, such as user story points or task hours. Work remaining in sprint backlogs and product backlogs may be communicated by means of a burn down chart. In SAFe, we use burn up charts. This is a chart that shows the amount of work that has been completed. Time is shown on the horizontal axis and work completed on the vertical axis. As time progresses and items are drawn from the backlog and then completed, a plot line showing the work may be expected to rise. The amount of work may be assessed in any of several ways, such as user story points or task hours. The amount of work considered to be in scope may also be plotted as a line. The burn-up can also be expected to approach this line as work is completed.